Hi everybody, welcome back to Carnation Crafts TV. I'm Laura. We've got Taz next door. We're saying hello. But today I'm really excited to show you our new Clean and Simple Plus collection. This is the Blissful... Why won't that stay in my head? Bouquet. That was Taz's fault, okay? I'm totally blaming Taz for that. So this is the Clean and Simple Plus. So you've got a large die set in here. You can see that you can use it as your card bases. You can make your card shapes with these. You've got two different aperture styles in here. You've got your matte and layers. You've got your tags in there as well and your banner for your sentiments. And you've got that stunning floral display as well that you can build up with your vase. But if I bring you over to the boards, so you can see in a lot more detail everything that you've got in here. So you've got all of your mats and layers here to build up your card base if you want that to be a card shape. You've got that stunning aperture in there, and that aperture is built in. If I just bring this in so you can see, because this is your die set, you can see that your aperture is built in, so you don't have to try and place it where it needs to go. That is built in for you. And then you've got another one here that you can emboss and get that diamond effect going through. Go over with your stencil inks if you want to, and use it as a stencil. So you've got two different aperture styles to use. So you can see there with the diamond shape or just with that diamond aperture in. And then you've got your florals. You've got all of the decoupage to go on. You've got your vase, and you've got some twine there that you can have going around the top or leave off if you want to. And then you've got your dragonflies on the top as well. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all cut out in that stunning detail. So don't forget you've got your free download as well to be able to get the artwork to cut them out like this. The artwork is already on the website for you. So if you're purchasing this, you can go ahead, download that, start printing so that it's ready to go. When you get this, we've already had emails from people to say that theirs has already been dispatched from this morning. So if you want to grab it, you know you've got super quick postage with Carnation. So let's go through some of these samples to show you exactly what you can do with these, because the design team have done such a good job with these. You can see using the card as a card shape. You can just have it stood up like that. You can see this one has got that embossed aperture on there. So you can see that embossed detail coming through with those diamonds. I love that. I think it's so underrated, having a bit of emboss. And because it fades out, it's something really different. It's not you've embossed the whole thing with an embossing folder. Something really different, and you can see how striking those florals are there with that pink. It just pops, but then the white there as well, so that's going to go with a lot of different colorways. So we've got this one. Who did miss this one? Janine. So you can see there, so this was 3 cuts of the larger layer of the die. So if you're looking at this and thinking, I really like that, I don't know how you make it, go back and watch the last show, because somebody asked in the last show. We just made it up on the show, so you can see exactly how you did it. So you can see they're building up those florals as well. So don't be afraid to go in and use the florals in more than one way. So using that tag there, you can see how you can bring that in using your diamond matte and layers there as well for your sentiment. This one, look, I think it's something really different. Made a completely different shape card with the florals, with your dragonfly, and then you've got your sentiment there, look, on some string. How pretty. You can tell I'm like a big kid, can't you? Any moving bits. Like, ooh. Next one. Taz really likes this one because of the bright pink matte layer. It just blends with the florals on there perfectly, doesn't it? Taz, did you find out? Are they peonies? Okay, I'm gonna go with peonies because I know absolutely nothing about flowers, so I'm gonna go with their peonies and their daisies. If you know what they are and you're shouting at the screen, let me know what it is. And then we've got another one here. This one, that tag banner, they've cut into to actually make that into the aperture in the card. So you don't even have to use the one that's got the built-in aperture for you. Think of using the other ones as well to make your own. But we've got more samples here that I want to show you. I've got so many, they're falling over everywhere. It's because these ones have been used with different Carnation collections. So you can see bringing in lilies. And you can see how lily, I think, is probably the one flower I hand on my heart know. Oh, and a rose, but lily is lily of the valley, isn't it? It's Welsh, so I know that one. Then we've got one here with some more flowers in. This one I think is really clever because they've got the aperture, but they've used that tag banner shape to actually pop another aperture in the card there. Really, really nice. And what I like about that is men's cards that look so effective, but in actual fact it's quite a simple design because you just put in that little golfer on there, but it works so well. And then we've got this one for husband, which made me think when I seen this one of actually colouring that bit in orange, put tan on that end so it looks like the end of a pencil, and then you could put like a thank you on there, so it could be like a teacher's card. So different ways of using that one. And then look at that one, so pretty. And we were saying with that embossed detail you can really see it on there, and with those little diamonds it almost looks like a headboard or like a fancy sofa, doesn't it? So we've got that one. And then, so next samples that we're going to show you are, because I think we're all in the Christmas mood today, Christmas samples. So bringing in all of your Christmas dies or your Christmas collections that you might have at home, think of adding those in and how different this is going to make those dies, or how much further this is going to elevate those Christmas collections that you've got at home already. That is just so pretty. This shape to me is almost like it's made to just put a star on the top. But we were saying in the earlier show, because of the shape of it, it could be a house. So like the one with the nutcrackers, you can imagine if you've got a window die, or if you've got the collection. So what was the Christmas collection called we had last week? Glow Christmas had a window in it. You could pop the window there so that it looked like the window, the side of the house with the roof. You could have the nutcrackers on each side of the window. You could have the tree next to it, and it would look like a house just because of that shape. And then you've got those Christmas designs, but then you've got completely other designs then bringing in with, again, your Carnation collections. That is just so cute. And again, different styles. Look at that. He is my absolute favourite. I absolutely love a sloth. So think of them in completely different ways, because you are going to use these in so many different ways with so many different collections. Look at that. For a wedding card, an engagement, even a sympathy card. Congratulations. It just works so well, doesn't it? Right. Should we make a demo? Right, so to start off with, I have cut out 2 of the larger panels. So those mats and layers that you get in the set, I've cut out 2 of those larger ones. And on the one, I've just scored on the side, okay, because this is I'm gonna use this to make my card base. So this is gonna be my card shape, ready to go. Pop that on there. Oh, Susanna's message saying hello. She's in a warm craft room watching. I mean, that's just the perfect place to be today, isn't it? It's freezing cold, there's snow everywhere. Just wrapped up safe and warm in your craft room. And if anything, it's a nice excuse, isn't it, to just stay in and craft all day. It's like it's snowing outside, I can't do anything, let's just stay in and craft. So Taz is asking me if I'm a snowman maker. Of course I am. I love the snow. I'm assuming you do not. Where have I put my, where's my, oh there. I'm just talking to myself, don't worry. They were hiding under my demo. Oh yeah, I like the snow. Although I like it now when it looks all pretty. And then, you know, by tonight when it all looks like sludge and it's all mushy, and then it doesn't look as nice then. But I do like the snow. I think it's so pretty. And especially when we get it at this time of year. Because, I mean, how often do we actually get snow around Christmas time? So Taz has just told me that there's only been one snow day that's been around Christmas since she's been alive. I can't remember there ever being snow. But do you know, for me, because obviously I live in South Wales, and like when I left the house this morning, there was no snow at all where I live. And then obviously the more into England I got, the more it was snowing. So it has to snow, and because I'm right by the sea, so it has to snow quite bad to come down by me. Oh, so Suzanne has just messaged in to say that she doesn't have any snow and she's on the south coast. Yeah, it has to come. Yeah. I do remember somebody telling me, I think it's because of the salt from the sea. It has to come down like quite thick and heavy to come to snow by me, because I am by the sea. So yeah, we didn't get, so it takes a lot for us to get snow. So we don't, you know, sometimes it's come up that there's snow up in England, but there's no snow by me. So yeah, so when we get snow, it's like, make the most of it, or we'll be gone. Right, so I've got that little element there, is that little bit of twine that you've got the option of popping onto your vase. So you can see it just looks as if you've gone round your vase and you've got that lovely little bow on the side. So we've got that. Then we've got our florals, which is gonna go there. So let me pop these florals down first. Just shape those a little bit. Grab my glue. So I'm going to stick these down, and because I'm going to put the decoupage on top of these flowers, I'm just going to make sure that I'm putting the glue under those, because I want them to be supported. And pop that there, and then I can see then where my vase needs to go. So that's going to go there, like that. Then we've got, so you've got all of these elements that are going to just layer up all of these florals. So you can really go in and add lots of dimension to this. Or you could add them in all separately as well if you wanted to, if you wanted to add a different look to it. So I'm going to pop that on top of there. And then we're going to pop this on there. And that one. Let's just add these daisies in. I do know that they're daisies. Add that. Taz is laughing at me, but you don't know what they are either. Okay, so don't you laugh at me. Oh, over 25% of the stock of these has gone. So if you do want to grab it. Well, we've still got it. Right, so I just want to show you the dragonflies. So you've got two different ones, which I love because they look as they've got movement already, and they look as if they're flying through the air. So what I'm going to do, this one, so that's how that comes. So he looks as if he's mid-flight, he's flying. But I want him to go that way. Okay, so if I turn it round, it didn't quite look right because he's kind of been designed to go that way. So I'm going to turn him upside down. I'm going to pop, actually, do you know what? I'm going to use tape so I can do it quicker for you. So on the back, I'm just going to add, she says when I can find the end of my tape, there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of red liner tape on the back of there. Only a little amount, that's probably too much, but it's fine. So just on the back of his body, can you see? Just put a bit of red liner tape there. Pull that off. There. And then I'm turning back around the other way. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bend his wing up. So now he looks like that. So he looks now as if he's going the other way. So I'm just going to bend, so just hold his body and go like that with my finger just to bend the wings, just so it's got a bit of movement. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. So just hold the body and just pinch the wings just so they're up. So they've just got a bit of movement to them. And then I'm going to pop this in first. So let's put a bit of foam on the back of there. Put a little bit of foam down. And I'm going to put a bit on the back of there as well. So always try and add foam in between my layers. Just elevate your cards. So we're going to pop that there. Grab this one. So this is the smaller layer then that's included, and all I've done is just stamp a sentiment on there. I think actually this sentiment is from one of the previous Clean and Simple ones as well. Was that the last one that I did? Radiant Petals. So that's from that one. And then I'm just going to put some glue and stick him there. And we'll stick him there like that. But because we've folded him now, so he goes the other way. And yes, it is a him. All I can hear is Taz laughing at me. It's a him. I've named him a him now, so it's a him. You can see that he still looks as if he's been designed, he's going that way. And because you've got the mirrored artwork, don't be afraid to flip them around or cut into them and change them, because you can do that. So you can see. Right, so we've got our clean and simple. I really doubted myself then. I went so in for it, and then I was like, no, I'm saying the wrong thing. Yeah, the Clean and Simple Plus. Oh my goodness, right. So this is the plus. So you've got a larger die set in here. So these cards are perfect to use for your card bases if you want to, because you've got that larger die there that is going to be perfect to use for your card base. I'm just going to grab this because this magnetic sheet is the extra large, isn't it? The extra large magnetic sheet. So these are the ones that Carnation sell. And you can see that's me popping that on the extra large sheet. And it more or less fills that sheet. I haven't got much room on there to pop anything else in. So it's a really nice size die set that you were getting. You've got two different apertures in here as well. So you've got one here where you've got your aperture diamond in there. And don't forget as well, I'm just going to grab this again, that these are held into place. So this metal panel here holds your aperture in place for you. So you don't have to try and worry or faff around trying to make sure that's in the right place. It's held in place for you. And then your other aperture on this side is the one where you've got all of that lovely diamond detail that you could put ink through and use as a stencil, or you can run through your your foam. What are they called? Like those foam sheets? No, the thing on the with the cut and emboss. Like is it the emboss sheet? You know, the thing that you emboss with. What is it called? Taz has no idea what I'm on about. That's such a great help. You know when you run that through your embossing folder, somebody message and say what it's called, please. And you put the like foam sheet on top of the die to emboss it. Taz has no idea what I'm on about. That's so weird. There isn't even one either, so I can't show you what I mean. Oh, somebody please message in. Somebody at home will know. It's the sheet that you put on to run through the... Anyway, I'm going off. Right. So those are your two apertures that you've got. You've got this almost like a banner style as well for your matte layers. You can pop your sentiment on there. I know earlier I was saying you could use them as like signposts and things like that as well. You've got your diamond matte layers there that you can pop sentiment on like I just did, or you could pop them back in there and layer up your apertures in there. You've got your vase, you've got your lovely twine that'll fit on, you've got your decoupage florals, you've got all of your florals there, and your dragonflies. Is it just called an embossing mat? Yes. So after all that, it is just called an embossing mat. And now Taz is just saying in my head, yes, Laura, it's just called an embossing mat. Like you knew anyway. You had no idea what I was on about. No idea. But now she's totally on board of, she knew exactly what I was on about. Right, let's do, are we doing samples or should we do another demo? Do some samples. Okay, let's do a couple more. Because I really like this one. This is Janine. Really nice. I just think it's so different as well, having that almost like a banner style down the bottom. But you know what I like about that as well? It's in cream, which sounds so different, like strange to say, oh, it's nice in cream. But a lot of the samples have been done in white. And to be fair, I've used white as well. I kind of forget sometimes of using like cream or ivory in different colours. So using that banner style there as matte layers to pop on instead of using them separately. They're bringing them in this way as well, really going in and decoupage. Like if I just turn that way, look at the florals. You've got so much height and dimension just in those florals on their own. They are just so pretty. I think, do you know, that pop of pink just catches your eye straight away, doesn't it? And don't be afraid, like this one is two of the florals turned the other way. So you've got one going down, one going up. And on the bottom. No, that's just one. So build them up as well. Like one of the cards I did on the earlier show, go in and build them up. Or, if you don't want to go in and build them up, just use a little part of it. So I think, oh yeah, that. So that's under there, and then pop those florals on top. So you don't even have to use the whole thing. So don't know if you were thinking, oh, I want to do something, I want to cut into them, keep all those little bits, because then you will use them in another project, or you'll bring them in and use them in something else. Right. Let's grab a demo. So this time we're gonna do a different, so we're gonna do it onto a card. So nothing wants to come out of the bag. So Susanna's messaging to say that the blush pink papers would look nice. They would look nice with us. Don't think. I mean, it's completely up to you. We could put it with it and have a look what it looks like. Oh, I was just going to put it with the florals so we could see what it looked like. Oh, Taz is off. She's off. Okay, right, she's off. So let's put our card together. So I've started off with an A4 sheet of card, and I've just scored that in half. So I've got my card base, okay? Because like the last card I made was the same size as this because I used the card base. So I wanted to try and make a larger card as well. So just so you can see the scope of going from something quite small to something larger as well if you wanted to. So I'm using some of my perfect papers on here that are not papers, they're card. That's going to go on there. And then I've got another shade of this, like, it's like a bluey green colour. That is going to go on there. And then I've got my white that is going to fit on top as well. So I'm just going to put some foam. Oh, Taz is coming. She's coming. Yay. So this is the blush rose. Let me just pull one out. And I'll just pop the floral next to it. But bear with. I haven't got a sheet of white. I'll just use the back of that. Can you see the hint of it? That works really well with that, doesn't it? Oh, Taz has just opened the door to give me that card and has just left a huge waft of food. And now she was just panicking that I was going to tell her off for doing something wrong. So all I can smell is food now. Ah. It is about that time now, though, isn't it? 12:30. Amelia saying hello. Michelle is saying hello. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I hope you're all safe and sound in your craft rooms with the heating on. Oh, do you know what I have fallen in love with? And I don't know if it's like, I feel like quite over saying it, but I don't really care. My heated blanket. Oh, I love my heated blanket. Oh, no, I don't need a heated what? Yeah, wait, hang on. So Taz has just said, and a hot water bottle. Do you have a hot water bottle at the same time? Oh, right, okay. Oh, right, okay. I got a bit confused then and thought she had a hot water bottle and a heated blanket at the same time. And I was like, I can't cope with that. But she loves her heated blanket and a hot water bottle at separate times. Oh, so Taz is asking, what are those things you put in the microwave? They've got like little beads in and you put them in the microwave and they heat up. Yes, and I've got a sloth one of that. I do, I've got one that's like a sloth. Right, that is going to fit on there. So you can see that darker green, I've left a larger border. So that just instantly now has framed that card and draws your eye in straight away because we've got that thicker border going around the edge. And then I've got the same three colours in the Masonillas from the die set. So you can see how they're going to come together. So we're going to, I'm trying to think where I was going with that. Stick this onto that green. So that's going to go straight onto that lighter colour. So leaving us that little border going around there. And then this one, I'm going to put some foam on there and just raise this up a bit, just so it's off the back of that white. So Taz has just said in my ear, I wonder if you can buy a heated blanket for your car. I don't think anybody would buy that though, because surely you've got heated seats. Oh. Oh, so Taz has just said to me here, I don't have heated seats. Yeah, but you've still got your heat in. So you don't really get that cold in your car, do you? I mean, you do get cold when you first get in the car, but after like a couple of minutes, you warm up. Or maybe you have a heated blanket in your car in case, you know, if you ever break down or you're stuck somewhere. Yeah, so if they don't exist, this is Taz's $1 million idea, a heated blanket for your car. Right, that is going to go on there. So we've got our card there. So we've had a message from Sheila saying that she loves this set. It's beautiful. It really is, isn't it? So pretty. It's really fresh as well. But you know what's nice? Like now I was saying, you know, because driving up here today and seeing all the snow, I feel really in the Christmas spirit. But what's nice is looking at this and thinking, well, actually, this could be spring, summer, this could be through summer cards, this could be any occasion card, really, couldn't it? And because of that white in there, you could even do like pinky Christmas if you wanted to with your florals. Linda has heated seats in her car as well. To be fair, I feel like most people do, Taz. And you have heated steering wheels. Did you not know this? So Taz did not know it was a thing that you have heated steering wheels. There you go, Taz. And you also have heated cup holders to keep your coffee warm. So who is it? Suzanne has completely won our conversation. She is just messaging to say in her craft room she has a heated massage chair. Was that right? A heated craft office chair that gives her a massage. I mean, you've won. Completely won. I think I should get one in here. Do you think it'd be okay if I sit down? But yeah, all you guys would do was like, or maybe I just start nodding off. I think I'll be okay sitting down. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Right, so we've got our vase, we've popped our twine on there, we've got our florals. So we've got different ways now that we can layer this up. I've cut these tags out as well, so we could pop these on as well if we want to. And do you know what I might do, actually? I might pop them. Do I pop them? There. Yeah. Yeah. Pop that on there. If anybody is wondering what that was my impression of what I was hearing in my ear. Just so you're all aware. I haven't gone completely mad just yet. Oh, Sheila's just messaged to say she's ordered the set, she just had to. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? Just have to. Just can't leave it. And it's so pretty. And just think of all the fun that you're going to have. And to be fair, I've done shows before and then I've had a message off people the next day to say, oh, I bought this off your show yesterday and it's come today. Carnation is so quick posting everything out. So you could be crafting with this tomorrow. Yeah, if you do, Taz is saying, can you post it on Carnation Crafters? Because she does check on you. She does. Yeah, it's the have you been crafting. It's not the have you been good list or have you been nice. It's have you been crafting. Taz checks. So we're going to go in now with our decoupage. We've got our florals there. So we've got everything down. All we're going to do now is go in and add in some dimension with our flowers. So we're going to pop that one there first, because this peony I'm going to go with is going to come over that. Yeah, nobody's told me off for saying peony, so I'm going to go with it is a peony. All I'll hear in a minute is Taz's phone ringing. Yeah, well, I'll just hear them walking over. No, it's not. Stop saying it. Right, so we've got that there. So you can see how much dimension that adds, just adding in those florals. And then I'm going to pop our diamond matte on here, because you've got all of these matte layers ready to go. That is going to just sit on there like that. Oh, that's so cute. So Sheila has just said that her friend is on holiday in America. Oh, her friend is in Florida on holiday, and her friend has just texted her asking to order this collection for her. Oh, so June has it come in as well. Oh, I mean, what are friends for? That is just, oh. Of course I would, Taz. Taz just asked me if I'd do the same thing for her if she was on holiday, and of course I would. So the dragonfly that I showed you last time when I bent the wings, I've done exactly the same thing. And we're going to stick him there like that. And I really like doing that, because I feel like it just gives his wings a lot more shape, because one is sticking essentially the other way. So can you see? And look at the dimension on the flowers. So pretty. But that's a large card now. That's a full A4 sheet folded in half. So don't think of it as just doing your little cards. Even though I say little cards, that's not even a little card, is it? How big is it? Have we got... Oh, hang on, hang on. Hold the line collar. So it is... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just over 4 inches wide, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 8 inches to the point. So it is not a small die. That's the larger one. So that card base, that's how big that is. So it's a really good sized die. But while we're here, should we show you some samples, or should we just go straight to the boards first? Samples, let's show you some. Because there's so many going up there. The design team have done such a good job with these. And it's so nice to show the samples, because they work really hard doing these. And you can see how different. That's what I like about the design team for Carnation. When you look at the samples they've done, they all look so different. Ready? Whee! Oh, I had a round of applause. Nobody can hear you, Taz. It doesn't work. Do you know what I think we need? We need some like, do you know you get those like kid remotes, those like joke remotes, and you can press them and they make like noises. We should get you one of them to play out on here. So like, oh, we could do that. That's actually not a bad idea. So it wasn't Janine that was saying this last week. So Janine came down to the office last week and she was saying that she really misses hearing Taz's voice. So Taz has just said that she could mic herself up so that instead of me saying, okay, Taz is saying, she could just say it and then you'll hear her. Would you guys like that? Yeah, but we can discuss it. But like, I'm just asking, you know, asking the crafters. They'll let us know if they want it or not. No, no. Oh, nothing. No. All right, let's do one more. And all these samples I've shown you now, even though how different they all look, they've all been used only using the die set that you've got in that Clean and Simple Plus. Every single one on there is from the collection. There's nothing in there that has been used. Those three cards you can see next to the die set, those are the demos that I did earlier. And again, those three look so different, but every single one of them has only been used using the Clean and Simple Plus die set. So there's nothing separate in that, or nothing's been added. Well, the perfect papers, they've been added in. But yeah, you've all got cardstock that you could use back home. So if I just show you these ones so you can see then what these are going to look like when you bring in your Carnation collections you've already got at home. So think of those different collections that you've got that you can bring in, or think about putting the tags and the banners in and making up your own apertures in there, or using them just as panels. I think that's so effective. So simple but so effective. And then look at that, and you can really see that embossed detail on the aperture there, because you do have the two different style apertures. So don't forget, you do have the aperture, and then you've got one with the embossed aperture. Are we doing a board? Are we doing a demo? Demo. So you do have the two different ones in there, and this one actually is one with the diamond bits on. So if I just pop these out the way so you can see what we're doing. There you go. So you can see this is exactly what I've done now, is using that die to get some colour in. So we've cut out two of that larger matte layer with a score down the side. So just use your score tool, your scoreboard, or pop a little score line down the side. Obviously you could score it that way as well, and your card will be going that way. So different ways of using it. And then I'm just going to pop them together. So we've just had a message from Michelle, again, who is just completely on the ball today, saying that the banner, so these, could be used for herb labels. I mean, that is such a good idea. You could even just cut them out like that and pop them in, couldn't you? Oh, and Taz is saying that we do have gardener themed dies that you could use with it. Wow. Right. So Linda has messaged saying that she's been on the fence, but now she's decided she is treating herself. You treat yourself, Linda. I mean, you have to, don't you? Say that again? Oh, so Linda's also mentioned how much she likes Taz's voice. So Taz is just telling me how much of it, how much she likes Linda. Oh, Right, so we've got our aperture part now from our die, and this is the one that has got that diamond sequence on. So you could emboss this part if you want to, or you can do what I've done, and I've almost used it like a stencil just to give you that diamond effect going through, which I think is just so pretty. But I love the fact that it kind of fades out. You know, it's not that you've just run that through an embossing folder. It's meant to be there. It's been designed to go with that. So it just works really, really well. So I'm just going to pop these foam pads off here, just to raise this up from the back. So using that lovely pink, because that's going to go in. And that was, I grabbed a brush, so one of my stencil brushes, and that was just some pink that I had left on my stencil brush. So if you want to, like something like that where it's quite subtle, if you've got brushes or if you've got foam or sponges, use what's left on them instead of going in and getting more. So you won't have, you'll have a subtle colour like that, then it'll be a little bit more faded. So we're going to go in now with our floral that is going to just sit in there like that. And what we're going to do is, let me glue this into place. So again, I've got the decoupage bit, so I'm going to make sure I've got glue on the back of those florals. That's going to go on there, like so. And then I want to make, oh, let me just push that in a bit so it's tucked in. These, so essentially your decoupage bits, I am going to add down the bottom. And I'm going to add another one there, because I just want to fill this aperture. And then we'll stick one of the peonies. There, like that. And we'll stick a daisy. Pull that off a bit. There. So just making that bottom part bigger. So, you know, don't be afraid to add in those decoupage bits, but put them in where you want them to be. Or, you know, you can still go in and compose your own floral display. You don't have to keep it as it is. So I'm going to add a bit of foam on the back of there. Pull these off here. And then this diamond, so these are your matte layers, is going to go there. Pop that there like that. And then I've got another one. So just put a bit of foam on the back of there. That is going to go under there like that. So we've just got thinking of you. It's going to go there. I'm going to pop our dragonfly over there like that. And then just pop my decoupage bits on there. And then we're done. But I love how quick and simple, which is a bit ironic obviously because I'm doing clean and simple, but how simply everything comes together. You know, sometimes you don't have to go in with loads of different elements and loads of decoupage. It's the simplicity in these that just makes it so striking. So, you know, think about going in like that now and building up your own flowers. Even if you're just adding a little bit just to change the shape of it, you know, just have fun with them. They're so easy to play around with and to craft with, and it's one of those that you'll when I got this and I first cut it out, I thought, right, this is what I'm going to do with it. And as soon as I finished that card, I thought, oh, but what's it going to look like when I do this to it, and when I do this to it? And you get so many ideas. As soon as you start using them, you just think of another way of using it, or you think of another. And do you know what? That's the best way I can explain this collection, because the whole time we've been doing this show and this morning show, we've had so many emails of people saying it could be a church house, it could be a Christmas house, it could be a bunting, it could be so many different things, like the gift envelope. That was it. That was a brilliant idea. It could be the herb sign. It could be what did I say? Like the signs, traveling sign. I can't think what they call. Like road signs. You know, they can just be so many different things, and that's what's really nice about this collection. That you look at it and you just think of so many different ways. But the fact as well that you've got those two different style apertures in there as well. So you can have one like that where you've got the diamonds, or you can have one that I can't even find now. Like, it's not even one. Oh, Taz. There. So you can have one like that as well. So you've got the two different styles in there, so you can mix and match those up, which is really nice. It's not just one. The other lovely thing about this, I'm just going to grab that quick, so you can see that the apertures are held in place for you, so you don't have to try and place them where you need them to go. They're held in place with the die, so no faffing around, no hard work. You just simply run them through. You've got your metal layers, you've got the aperture that's going to sit on top perfectly every single time. You've got your banner, you've got your diamond shape there as well. Diamond, add them in to make more, to accentuate the pattern. Add them in as your sentiment, but you've got all of your florals, you've got your dragonflies, you've got all the decoupage and your vase as well. So you've got everything that you need there. So you have got, so that is the new Clean and Simple Plus that we have got today. So this is the last show. It will be on Hobby Maker on Thursday with Dawn at 4 p.m. So if you want to grab, if you want to see more inspiration, then tune into Hobby Maker 4 p.m. with Dawn on Thursday. And we need to say hello to Cindy, who has just joined us from Utah. That is very, very early, but thank you for joining us. We do appreciate you coming in and saying hello. We will be back next Monday with something brand new and Pleasant Pastures. So Taz is saying she hasn't seen this. I've actually seen this. So Taz was ill when this was launched, so she couldn't do the show. I've only seen it for the first time this week, because obviously I've started prepping with it. So it is a really, really lovely collection. So we hope you can tune in on 10 o'clock on Monday, and you'll see me and Taz again for that. And maybe Taz will be mic'd up by then. Who knows? You might hear a voice. She's saying like, no. She might do, you never know. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for messaging in as well. It means so much. But we will see you next Monday. If you want more inspiration with this, then tune in Thursday to Hobby Maker with Dawn. But until then,